back to the freestyle booth. Chronology, G. You're not doing so much flexing, because I don't do that kind of shit, G. If it ain't about riding, then don't call my phone, G. I mean, don't call my fucking cell phone if you ain't trying to tap me to ride. Because I flip this shit, you can only get it after riding. Now that means you must be a motherfucking hard rider to get to the stage of riding stage, I mean. Now how about that? I'm out here cruising on no lane, G. Like just a little bit familiar, but I pick this shit. I can't build shit out of nowhere. I need to get it from the whole G's, like I got it. Now you might just have to get to my whole G's just to get this shit flipped up and wrecked out, because they kick this shit. How them horses used to kick that back in the days, but I just happened to freeze this shit and keep it for all these long years, so I can master my shit and ride over every motherfucker. I don't call that bullshit, because none of you niggas can get out of the slums. Yeah, that's word, G. Wanna challenge me? We can get it up on the field, G. You wanna get me a bigger audience, nigga? You can check on how I build, my nigga. Slimmer than a motherfucker that you might have to think of, but harder than a motherfucker that's fatter than what you think of. How does that get to you? Everybody is a bird for the mind that I can flip with no fucking drugs, G. Yeah. Getting slow, because that's how we build. You wanna see me on a fast lane, you ain't gonna get me, G. So I gotta just kill this shit straight to the basics so you can get me, G. Because the last time I checked, them motherfuckers ain't even doing shit. Burning the same year, riding on the same lane, but you're more sluggish than a motherfucker. I'm faster than ya, 10 times ahead of ya, 11 times ahead of ya, 12 times ahead of ya. Go check the records for all this kind of nonsense I'm talking about. It's cause this old shit is not making any sense to me other than just giving me common sense. That's how we used to ride when back in them LA days when we were just growing up and being kicked by OGs, so you can just beat your heels just to hear some 2 more words before you wreck the shit. But now I'm building this shit with no basis, nigga. Trying to stick this shit from the OGs to the current generation. How you feel about that, nigga? You feel my pain? Because I probably don't feel you shit, but I feel your pain. Only if you smoke. Now how about that? And other shit else than that, I don't fucking relate to that motherfuckers, because right now you gotta be fucking careful, nigga, unless you got a bullet to your fucking brain. Might not necessarily be a fucking bullet to your fucking brain, but it's gonna be a fucking wreck, G. We ain't gonna see you for a long time, G. Yeah. Ain't sending no short, G. I just have to speak my shit. I just have to say what I fucking like. I just have to explain my fucking self so you can get it off the top and raw, like how I build this shit, nigga. Wreck shit and murder shit. Take my past records, flip that shit to 12 more G's. Yeah. You wanna know my namesake, nigga? I can just send you to a 3.5 or a 3.7 so you can give me a 7.3, nigga. That's for myself. And if you wanna get me, never on a 6.9. It's on a 9.6. Wrecking shit like a murderer on the fucking brain, like a 90-minute chest. Nah, it's a 90-minute of freestyle, G. Yeah. Catch me on a 91, I'ma flip that shit back to back to 19 so you can see where I started from, G. That was real shit. Tap me for the fucking location so I can just flip you back to shock speed when I was getting my hands on that fucking hood curious bench for me just to learn how to write rhymes, nigga. And I learned that shit Now you can't get me because I flipped that shit. The motherfucker and the motherfucker from high school sat them on the desk, G. Now how about that? You missed that harder lecture? How about this one in the hood, G? See, I passed through that shit, but I just made more profit out of that shit. Now you can tell me that I'm worth a payback nigga. Now what you got in mind when fucking with the GSC 99 nigga? Uh-huh. So you know the nigga that you're facing, G. Better be familiar. You better get the fucking familiar because shit don't happen the way you want, G. You gotta follow the lanes of the whole G's. If they tell you shit, you ain't gotta hide your G. Because they go blast your ass. And you can escape that shit, but next time you got your shit in a fucking trouble, they ain't covering for your ass. Now how deep that fucking shit sound? Because I've been getting a lot of shit, nigga. You remember that bitch called Asada Shakur, nigga? I got one, born in 87. That's EST 87. Now I'm flexing on my own paper, building my own hood, and building my own game, cruising on my own lane, so motherfuckers can never get me less than busting, G. Straight on top. I build this shit. Straight on the bottom. I build this shit. I'm on top, but I don't forget about the bottom, nigga. These shoes might just have to check me out, G, because this worth than more 91 G's. That's right here, G. Flying across the seas, you can get me in the motherfucking West Coast, flipping this shit. Flying back again, you can get me on the motherfucking East Coast, kicking this shit. Riding over motherfuckers. Underground shit, G. Like Shock G telling Tupac, welcome to the underground. Now Shock Speed is telling Lanokueyn, welcome to LA, G. Call that rhymes, call that rhythm, G. Call that rhythm, I call that philosophy, G. Call that philosophy, I call that off the top, straight nigga shit, G. Yeah. But motherfuckers told me what I gotta do is keep my shit fixing this game so that I can flip these motherfucking coins to motherfucking paper. Cause this motherfucker is regular as shit, doing no shit. Yeah. I'm trying to make a point, but I ain't trying to do all that. I'm just trying to flip this shit so I can smoke all that, kick all that, flip all that. How about that?